the PXN-V9 versus the PXN-V10 wheel. First off, the PXN-V9 wheel has zero force feedback. It is just yourself turning and it just goes off your motion. The V10 does have force feedback. A lot of people say it's not very good. I'm sure it's not good compared to some of the better ones out there, but for the price, I find it very good and I enjoy it. The paddles on the V9 I actually enjoyed more than the V10. The V10 ones feel like they don't shift all the time, and I never had issues with that on the V9. Another thing about the V9, it has this massive base and it lifts it up a lot, so most of the time you're actually playing at an angle. If you see, it's kind of strange, but you get used to it. When the V10 is kind of like, I don't know what the more expensive type bases are, but they look similar to this, even though this is a cheaper wheel. Another thing though is it does not have a quick release like the V10 does. Right here you can just spin it off and you can remove your wheel so you can clear up some space. The V10 or the V9, sorry, this one you have to use these Allen keys, it looks like. Yeah, those look like Allens. You just have to remove that and you can take this wheel part off, but it's not a quick release like this one. Overall, they're both really cheap wheels, and honestly, that's their main selling point, I believe, is that the V9 is 100%, like, I've never seen a wheel cheaper than the V9. It makes sense. It's a very cheap wheel. Although I do enjoy it, the V10 is also a cheap wheel. I enjoyed it as well, but it's up to you to decide whether it's worth it. They're both a little expensive if you don't even need a wheel set in general. But if you want to have some fun, I do recommend either one of these. I had fun with both of mine. Some people complain about that. Some people say that they're the worst wheels, you should never get them. I can only go based off my own opinion and what I experienced, and I had fun with both. Although I will recognize they're both very cheap.